Hi everybody, my name is Mahastee Mehdizadeh and I am a licensed psychotherapist and clinical hypnotherapist. I'm really excited to talk to you about this upcoming workshop that we're going to be having this Saturday, the 26th, and it's called Igniting and Satisfying Your Soul's Passion. And I have to tell you that this workshop is exactly relevant to what I was going through, and kind of the reason why we even came up with this concept, or I even came up with the idea. Usually my workshops are inspired by what I've gone through, and it has been pretty intense the past couple months, especially the last 2 months. And I was going through a feeling of, I don't know, I thought it was more like an existential crisis. And it was a point that things were not working out for me. I put all my energy into things, and it just wasn't happening. Sorry, it wasn't happening, and I just started feeling lost. Like, what is my purpose in life? I was feeling depressed. I just felt apathetic, like I didn't have any purpose. You know, like I don't have kids and been doing my work for a long time, and it was just that feeling of being stuck. And you know what's interesting is everybody goes through things differently. Everybody has their triggers, things that can affect them, fears. And the thing that I want to talk about during this workshop is something that actually really saved me during this time. It really saved my life, because if I didn't know as much as I know about the human behavior and everything, I would have seriously thought I was losing my mind. But because of the fact that I was studying, I've been really into the Enneagram, which is a sort of personality typology. Has 9 different personality types. It's not specifically personality types, but it's kind of like how we seem to get away from our true essence. So certain unhealthy behaviors. And at the same time, it talks about like our fears, our desires, and it also, what I find is really powerful is finding out how to be more healthy and when I'm not healthy. And me being a type 8 personality, which is a challenger, it totally makes sense what I was going through. Because a lot of people wouldn't think, okay, well, in my culture, you know, being Persian, I don't really fit typically how people are. And for the type 8, we are the leaders, we're the challengers, we're the boss. And the biggest fear that we have is feeling controlled, feeling trapped. And so we would try any way possible not to feel trapped. That's why we're best as like entrepreneurs and everything. So what was happening, the reaction that I was having, like I seriously thought I was dying, and it's because I was feeling trapped. And when I understood that, okay, this is a quality that I have, being this personality type, and I noticed the negative reactions I was having. I was beginning to isolate, beginning to withdraw from people, and that's actually not healthy for me, because then I start getting a little negative, or pretty negative, paranoid. So I said, okay, what is going on here? Why am I feeling trapped? And from there, I started noticing, okay, these are my symptoms, this is what's going on, it's going to be okay. And I also realized that I was, as being a type 8, a workaholic, and was not taking care of myself. And I just was exhausted. The way I was dealing with things was denying and just kind of keeping myself busy, and that wasn't working for me anymore. What I needed to do is actually start trusting others to help me, and being able to express to others my vulnerability. Now, being a therapist, you would think that that would be comfortable, but it's a lot easier to have the skills and notice that in other people rather than in yourself. And although I am pretty open, what was really going on, I really wasn't expressing to anybody. I don't even think I was even aware of it. And it has been really difficult. And it's a horrible feeling if anyone's going through this, of not really being connected to your passion. And that's been happening to a lot of people. I mean, people start hitting like 40, especially women, after a while of having to play roles, different roles and everything, you kind of lose sight of who you are and what you want. And you start feeling very uncomfortable, restless, apathetic, fatigued, irritable, unmotivated, tired. Don't even know why. And a lot of people think it's depression. Well, not exactly depression. It's called apathy. If you ever heard of existentialism, is that feeling of wanting to have meaning in your life and wanting to exist. And we've been so focused on all these meaningless activities and on immediate gratification that we are becoming so materialistic that everything, like we're becoming as lifeless as this cup that's on the table. That's where a lot of addictions and everything comes from, is that we are so consciously focused, we have to do this, I have to do this, I have to do this. But we're not even looking at what our soul wants. What does our subconscious or spirit need? Because see, the subconscious mind is 88% of our mind. And we're focusing on that 12%. We're wondering, why is it that I can't get this thing done? Well, if your soul wants something else, believe me, it will get that. So what's the best thing to do is find out what your soul wants, learn how to access your soul through your subconscious, consciously, and make yourself happy without having to struggle. And so a big way of finding out what your soul wants is to learn about yourself, discover yourself. And one way of doing it is the personality typology. So during this workshop, we have amazing experts. I will be focusing on the Enneagram, having people take a short test, finding out what personality type you are, finding about what drives you, what turns you off, how you react, and so that we can feel comfortable about ourselves, and instead of trying to be different, to be a healthier version of ourselves. And starting with acceptance. We have Veronica Tiucha, I don't know exactly how to say her name. She is amazing. She's a shaman, she's a healer, and she'll focus on going into more deeper work on accessing the soul and really finding out what the soul wants. And you will have a chance to do group guided imagery with Veronica. You'll be able to do group hypnosis with me. We also have Tracy Jacks, who is an amazing life coach and trainer, and she'll be focusing on more of the conscious work of law of attraction and positive thinking. We also have Jennifer Stilwell, who is an instructor, and she is an author and multi-talented. She will be teaching you techniques. It's called emotional freedom technique. So techniques on releasing blocks that are interfering with your path, with your purpose, and that you can do on your own. That's really powerful. At the same time, we're going to experience soothing sounds of singing bowls. I don't know if you know Tibetan singing bowls, with Jill Armstrong, who is a teacher and instructor, and it's just going to be really powerful. We're going to be providing gifts from various companies, one of which for hair. We're going to have offers, we're going to have giveaways. So look forward to seeing you. Now, if you're interested in being part of igniting and satisfying your passion, your soul's passion workshop is happening this Saturday, the 26th. So what you need to do is just find us at http. You look under satisfyyoursoul.eventbrite.com. Now, this will be also found on our website, which is called the Fulfilled Self Institute. If you look under fulfilledselfinstitute.com, you will see our business and it will have information on this workshop. This workshop currently is $49.99, and it's an all-day workshop on Saturday from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. You will gain many tools. It will be extremely powerful, and you'll be in a very safe environment in Orange County in Santa Ana. So please check out our workshop, and if you want to sign on, you can always go to Fulfilled Self Institute, or find us on Eventbrite under Satisfy Your Soul. Look forward to hearing from you. You can also find us on Facebook on Fulfilled Self Institute, or myself, Mahastee. Well, I'm not going to say my last name, but find out more about me at my website at forwardlife.net. Thank you so much, and I hope that you will find your way of igniting, understanding, discovering your soul, and feeding your passion. Because see, if you don't do it, the universe will make sure somehow you will. So why not be proactive and go forward and make it an amazing experience. Look forward to seeing you. Bye, everybody.